2 months after moving into a van, and it was beginning to feel real. Every day it feels more and more like home. We got used to the restrictions of a small space and grew accustomed to sleeping somewhere new almost every night. Excited for the next stage of our year-long adventure, we boarded the ferry from Ireland to Scotland. High on the excitement of being somewhere new, we wasted no time and made a beeline for the famous Isle of Skye.
So we've just pulled up at Old Man of Storr. There's a little car park at the bottom of the walk, but that was full, and I think it's probably almost always full. But we drove just about 1 minute further down the road and we found a little free parking spot that actually is right at the bottom. I don't know if you can really tell, but that is Old Man of Storr there. So we actually managed to park right at the bottom of it with actually a better view. Tania's in a bit of a van life situation over here.
Which is basically trying to make leek and potato soup and wash up at the same time. Basically, it's a whole process. You can't do things simultaneously in a van.
You have to do one thing to be able to then do the next, to then be able to do the next, and then you've got to go reverse on your steps about 3 or 4 times.
Exactly, and we're just really excited. We really want to get up there, and I want to be as quick as possible, but van life requires patience, so I just have to remind myself of that. We gotta get up to the mountain. Potatoes, cook yourself. Not perfectly smooth, but still. We made the half-mile walk to the bottom of the hill. Wanting to soak up as much of Scotland as we could in the time that we had, this was a perfect walk, taking just over an hour to reach the Old Man and giving us time to enjoy the easy access views. Okay, this is really genuinely overwhelming because it's so beautiful. Look at this.
So we have made it to the top of the viewpoint overlooking the Old Man of Storr, and we have just been so lucky with the lighting and the snow, and it's just beautiful. The views are all round as well. It's not like I'm just framing out the bad stuff to make it look better than it is. It is like, it's just incredible everywhere. And you can see Jits down there. Well, can you? Well, anyway, she's down there somewhere.
My fingers have frozen off and they're stinging. So it is now time to go back down, especially because the sun is going to set in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've got to get down before it gets dark. No one else is here.
So yeah, exactly. There's no one around. Okay, let's go. As the daylight crept behind the snow-capped horizon, we raced with the sun to get home to Jits. The last of the light was some of the most atmospheric of the day. As the sky got darker, the air got colder, and we were glad to see Jits loyally waiting for us at the bottom of the walk. Jits, we're home! The next morning we left the Isle of Skye, keen to cover some ground, but we got distracted by Callum, the stag.
So this car just pulled up And the deer knows the car. And he's coming out because the guy is feeding him. Look at that, oh my god. That is so cool, that is so clever of him.
It turns out Alistair has been feeding Callum for 2 years since he spotted him looking unwell in the local village. We continued exploring Scotland's beautiful roads. We found our home for the night alongside 𝗥𝗏𝗧𝗏. This is so good! Oh god, oh this is a spot.
This is a spot.
Waking up the next morning for our second Scottish hike. This one was a bit more of a challenge.
We are walking up 𝗤𝗡𝗏 mountain. It's 550 meters, and apparently once you get to the top it is the equivalent weather conditions of northern Greenland. Even now, even down here at the foot of the mountain, it is beautiful. Look at all the greens.
Oh my god, it looks like a photo.
It's amazing.
𝗤𝗡𝗏 Mountain is a 6-hour hike from the car park to the top and back again. We began the walk surrounded by green, under the cover of tall pine trees. It's said that for every 305 metres you climb, it's the equivalent of travelling 965 kilometres north. So by the time that you reach the peak at 550 metres, the climate is Arctic, comparable to that of northern Greenland. As you ascend, you see the landscape change rapidly. The trees give way to a more barren landscape, occupied mainly by heather.
The distance I have traveled, the wall that I have.
Although disappointed that there wasn't any snow, the climate had certainly changed. Ice-cold winds burnt any skin that wasn't protected. It was far too windy for a mic. We took shelter behind a rock and took out our trusty flask to enjoy some warm soup and some squished sandwiches.
Some very squished but edible peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Whoops, they really squished up to the top.
Before you go, you know.
We made our way back down into the shelter of the trees.
I just wanted to show you guys something that I thought was really, really sweet about this place. They basically have this little like information hut, and it basically tells you about the woodland trail, which takes an hour, and the mountain trail, which is obviously the one that we did today. And then they have these little cute things. It says pinch and pull, and that's where I got my my little pamphlet, and then out of that it gives you all the information. So as you're stopping by and you're reading each place, it just, you can stop and read and know about what it is you're looking at. And I just thought that was really, really cute.
I love sitting in the passenger seat watching the scenery pass by. It gives me a unique sense of freedom and excitement. Travelling along new roads through places I've never been and will probably never come back to. Heading further and further north until we made it. We arrived at night to the northernmost point of mainland Great Britain, 𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Head. 𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Head is somewhat of a seabird city. Thousands of birds inhabit the cliffs. Depending on the season, birds can include fulmars, guillemots, kittiwakes, puffins and razorbills.
It's all south from here.
Oh god, hopefully not.
Well, no, it is. Must be. We're in the northernmost point of the that we can possibly be in our road trip. Actually, this is probably the most northern we are going to be in our road trip until we do Scandinavia like next year.
Yeah, that's true. So it is all south from here, but hopefully not in that way.
Yeah, geographically, not metaphorically.
And so we drove south. Where are we?
We are at a place, I think it's called 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Lighthouse, another lighthouse.
Obviously.
And this is such a strange place. Like,
It's so strange.
we drove down this road that was just full of potholes and like really difficult for Jits. It was basically Jits off-roading. Even on a road, she can be doing basically off-roading. And now, yeah, there's this lighthouse in the middle of the sea. It's
There it is. There's a lighthouse. It's so random.
you need to walk around so that you can see that it is actually in the middle of the sea.
Jits finally got to see some snow on the second highest passable road in Britain, aptly named Snow Road. We shared lunch with some new friends.
Look at
They're so cute. And were detoured by a roadblock. Oh no, Jits. What is she gonna do? Jits is waiting. She's like, guys, I can't drive here. Via Edinburgh, we made our way down to the south of England for Christmas and New Year's to spend time with friends before heading to mainland Europe for a whole year in the van. It was crazy to think that this time last year, van life was just an idea. You just...
I don't like the hot chocolate, so I'm just trying to dig the marshmallow out.
Adam, I made the hot chocolate.
I know, but it's like cold and gloopy.
Oh god, it's not easy to keep it warm. Do you like the marshmallow? Is that your favourite part?
Yeah, I'm figuring it out.
So it is now 2020. Happy New Year, everyone. We have finished up Scotland and have just spent Christmas and New Year's down in England, and yeah, we've just been reflecting on 2019 and the year that's gone by, and just the fact that at the beginning of the year, living in a van was very much a dream. We were living in London in an apartment. I moved in with Adam to save money, and we made the dream come true, I guess. And then we're just thinking forward to 2020 and what we want to do.
Yeah, get somewhere warm, basically, is the headline. Yeah, we're just going to head over as soon as we can this month. We're going to head over to Spain and then just drive south. And we've kind of got a rough plan, but it's not set in stone, so we're just going to see how it goes. But we really want to get down to Morocco, basically, if we can do Morocco. 2020 is going to be a full year in the van for us if everything goes to plan, which is incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
Traveling and making films, which is like my dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exciting times. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some films from all over Europe and hopefully Morocco. So please do subscribe.
You're so sweet.
Do you want to do a subscribe as well? My subscriber's not very good.
Thanks so much for watching. It genuinely means a lot to us. We've got almost 600 subscribers, which is amazing. If you're new to our channel, please make sure to subscribe to help us grow.